For the Monroe County Board of Commissioners, Thursday, February 20th. All three commissioners are here present in the Nat U Hill Room. We'll start with Fleet and Facilities. Mr. Kreider.
Good morning, Commissioners. Richard Kreider, Building and Fleet Manager. Recently, Harold Fish completed phase 1 of moving controls and software from an older server to a new server. It's a kind of a tedious process. It was a long project. And I was hoping to present phase 2 to you at a normal commissioners meeting. However, a loss of communication with the system this week kind of took it from cruise to pedal to the metal. So that said, this request is to accept the proposal submitted by HFI in the amount of $54,950 to furnish and install new controllers and field devices to communicate with and command central plant heating and cooling equipment, including the building's chiller, cooling tower, boilers and pumps, plus connecting to supervisor software located on the new server.
All right, thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and make a motion to approve to accept the proposal submitted by HFI, fund name Cumulative Capital, fund number 1138, in the amount of $54,950.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any other questions from my colleagues? I think this is another example of more money we're putting into a building that we're not going to keep. Mm-hmm. It's really too bad, but it needs to be done. Mm-hmm. I had the opportunity to sit with Mr. Gardner last year and look at that software and the way it was, and there are sensors in every single thing, and they all have to talk to the computer, and he has to be able to control things, and it was already a mess last year, so I was glad it was getting fixed, but this is really, it's imperative that this get addressed now, so thank you for pursuing this. Let's see if, has legal looked at this contract?
I have not.
Uh-oh.
But you can approve it pending our review.
Yeah. There you go, pending legal review. I'm going to make that amendment. Are you okay with that?
Second, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. All right. Okay, so any public comment on this item? It's urgent. We need to move on it. Okay. All those in favor of approving the proposal by HFI for the Justice Building signify by saying aye. 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 Motion carries 3-0.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right. Next, we have an item for planning, ordinance 2025-04. Is Mr. Brown here from planning? Yes, he is.
I'm here.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. So this is an amendment to an already existing planned unit development. Our files seem to alternate on whether it's the Jim Bog planned unit development or the cutting edge planned unit development, hence the intense use of AKA throughout this packet. But the requested amendment is to add the use of single family residence to this site at 701 West Popcorn Road. The purpose of this is so that the petitioner can live on the site while also running an automobile repair shop, which is already a permitted use in this PUD. There's no exterior modifications being proposed other than a sign being mounted on the front of the structure. That is in the packet as attachment F, I believe. Sorry, attachment D. This is the sign in question. The picture is sideways because that was how the packet was delivered to staff. Here is also the proposed remodel to the floor plan. As you can see, with north facing off to the left, as you can see, there is a proposed bedroom being suggested as part of this remodel. It is worth noting that this PUD amendment was submitted to staff as a complete application before the adoption of the county development ordinance on December 18th, 2024. And thus it was reviewed under the prior zoning ordinance that had previously been adopted in 1997. And are there any questions?
No. Colleagues have any questions? Commissioner Jones?
Yes, there's a room labeled entertainment room. Or am I not seeing that
That's right.
I believe that potentially under the old, so this is going to be the front of the area. That might just have been a place where customers can relax, although I think the petitioner themselves is attending this meeting. If that's a question you would like for them to answer.
Don't normally get the petitioner involved in this work session, but it's something that
right.
the petitioner can be prepared to address
Yeah.
when we do hear this at a regular meeting.
Yeah.
Just trying to keep us.
I apologize.
Yeah, no apology necessary. I'm just trying to, it's been a while since we've had a work session agenda with planning on it, so I appreciate it. Okay, so some clarifications on room labeling and usage. It's not really the label, it's the usage that's the concern.
Yes.
Got it. Excellent. And Commissioner Madeira, comments or questions on the petition? Yeah, all right. Okay, so thank you for that, Mr. Brown. And when would my colleagues like to have this on the agenda? The 6th of March? Would that work, since I know we got resiliency report and things like that next week? Yeah. Okay. Will you and the petitioner be available for March 6th to put this on our regular agenda?
I had confirmed that they would be available February 27th, but I can ask them about March 6th as well.
Okay. If they really have to, we can do this on the 27th. Is that okay?
It would just be a long meeting.
It'll just be a long meeting, but if not, we could get them in on the 6th. Okay?
Okay, I'll see what their schedule is.
Perfect. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. All right. We have another item from Ms. Purdy. Good morning.
Good morning. What I want to present to you today is that the Youth Services Bureau has received another extension from the Department of Child Services for their shelter grant. And in review, this appears to be the 5th proposed amendment to this particular grant. It's extending it by an additional 2 months. You approved an extension in December for a 2-month period of time. And so what I'm asking for you to do today is to provide me the authority to go ahead and sign these contractual extensions when there is no change in the contract terms or requirements.
Right. Well, let's do a motion first to allow Ms. Purdy to sign off on extensions to the Bureau contract as needed.
Second.
All right, so any questions from my colleagues, comments? Perfect sense. As an extension, that's what it does. All right, so any public comment on this item? You raise your hand in Teams. I won't. Podium. Seeing none, all those in favor of permitting Ms. Purdy to sign off on extensions to youth service contracts signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries 3-0. Anything else? Mr. Cockrell? Okay, great. We'll have something later then. Excellent. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Katz. Thank you, TSD. We are adjourned.